Adventure. Adventure, intrigue, mystery, romance, starring Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall. Together in the sultry setting of tropical Havana and the mysterious islands of the Caribbean. Bold Venture. Once again, the magic names of Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall bring you Bold Venture and a tale of mystery and intrigue.
Is your name Slate Shannon?
That's right. And this is Miss Duval.
I'm very happy.
Then I'm happy, too. Hello.
My name is Cameron. I have a plantation outside of San Tomas, sugar.
Sugar? For the time being, just call me Sailor.
What can we do for you, Mr. Cameron?
I've never come to a man and begged before in my life.
Well, then you've come to the wrong man. You don't have to beg anything from me.
It's about a girl. A young girl. Wild, impetuous, and spoiled.
No thanks. Mr. Shannon already has one.
Sailor, why don't you go and put a new point in our desk pen?
Where am I going to get a new point? Post office is closed.
Please. It's about my daughter. It's about Kathy. Kathy and the Blue Moon.
Oh, yes. There's a gambling ship in the bay called the Blue Moon. Look, if you're a man in trouble, I'll listen to you. If all you want to do is hire someone to spank your daughter for gambling, get yourself somebody else.
Because nobody else can do what I want you to do.
You haven't told Slate yet what it is. Maybe he won't.
Do you mind if I make my own decision, Sailor? Go ahead, Mr. Cameron.
Kathy's involved with a man named Norton.
Oh, yes, I've heard of him. He owns the Blue Moon. How did your daughter get mixed up with a guy like that?
I don't know. All I know is that since she's met him, she's changed. She's a stranger to me. She's on that boat all the time.
I have an easy solution. Why don't you just tell Mr. Norton to buy your daughter from the boat?
I've tried that. He laughed in my face. He told me...
Hold it a minute. Sailor, there's a guy over there at the cigar counter. Take care of him. Now, go ahead, Sailor. I'll remember every word Mr. Cameron says and tell you later. All right, Cameron?
Well, Norton knows something about Kathy I don't. I know my daughter. It's more than just a lust for gambling. Please, will you help me, Shannon? Go there, talk to Kathy. Convince her that she need never go back to that ship again. Please, I'll give you anything.
Put your wallet back. Your daughter's in trouble with Norton. I'll try to straighten her out.
You don't understand, Shannon. I'm a rich man.
When I bring Kathy back, you'll give me a box of lump sugar?
You're not too loud, Paul. You disturb our boss.
Tell Greg I want to see him.
Our boss sleeps. His brain goes all the time. He needs rest.
Wake him up, Mickey. I've got something for him.
I don't wake our boss till he asks me.
Wake me up, Mickey. Who wants me?
It's your croupier, Paul. The wheel junkie says he's got something. He can keep it to himself till you get your share of sleep, boss.
Let him in.
Our boss says for me to let you in. I'll let.
You have something for me, Paul? Well, give it to me, but make it tender because I just woke up.
I was in Shannon's place a little while ago.
And you had fun. Rub my neck, Mickey. There's a crick in it.
Yeah, thanks, boss.
Oh, that's good. That's very good.
There was someone else there. Kathy Cameron's father.
Now the other side, Mickey.
He's sick with worry about his daughter. Wants Shannon to take her away from you.
You three must have made a jolly group.
They were so wrapped up in it, Shannon, his girl, Cameron, they thought all I wanted was to buy a pack of cigarettes.
You're a good boy, Paul. The thing of many talents.
Shannon's coming out here to the boat. I thought you'd need to know.
Paul's a good boy, isn't he, Mickey?
I'm better for you, boss. He can't do the things for you I can do. He can't...
Of course he can't, Mickey. Nobody can. That's why I keep you around, isn't it?
See? That's why he keeps me around. That's why...
Sure, Mickey. So they want to take Kathy away from me. And Kathy will never leave me.
Because I fixed it that way, didn't I, boss?
Mm-hmm. Because you threw yourself in front of her car because she thought she'd killed you. That's why you've got to keep out of her sight, because for as long as she thinks you don't exist, she belongs to me. Till I use her up. Her and her daddy's money. And so clean. She loses it to me at the roulette table. Clean and legitimate.
Boss, this Shannon could...
No one's going to spoil it, Mickey. Not a well-paying corpse like you. I give you my word.
Look through the porthole, Greg. That's Shannon's boat coming alongside.
Go hold his hand, Paul. Then bring him to me. I want to tell him how he can't part two sweethearts like Kathy and me. You do me and my gambling ship great honor, Miss Duval, Mr. Shannon.
Your boy brought us to you. We asked for Kathy Cameron.
He didn't want to deny me the pleasure of meeting you two. He has standing orders to deliver to me first the illustrious, the renowned.
You see, Slate? I keep telling you that's what we are. You never believe me. Go on, Mr. Norton. You were saying...
That I would have shuddered if you came aboard and deprived me of yourselves.
Gee, you're smooth, Mr. Norton. The way you talk. The waxed mustache. That's the only word for you. Smooth.
So you saved yourself a shudder, Norton. Now, is it all right if we go find Kathy?
She may not care for you disturbing her at the gambling table. Now, what did you want with Miss Cameron?
We're going to take her back to Havana with us, Norton, because her father's lonesome for her. He's a funny guy. He thinks his daughter ought to spend more time at home. Any objections? I only asked you because you stuck your nose in.
No objections. I only fear for you.
You think you can stop me?
I know I can. However, Miss Cameron is in the casino on A deck. And please sign the guest book. I'll want something to remember you by.
Number 12 on the black. Black pays, 12 pays.
Miss Cameron?
What?
Mind if we talk to you?
Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. Place your bets.
Mind if we talk to you?
Go away.
I can't do that, Miss Cameron.
Why don't you two try the poop deck? It's a good place to jump from.
Jump from? Oh, your preposition is dangling, Kathy. Your father must have picked the wrong finishing school for you.
My father? Oh, you made me miss my bet.
Sailor.
I know. You want me to kibitz that hot game of old maid over there.
Come on, Kathy. Let's get some air, you and I.
Oh, you're hurting my arm.
It's an advice I use to make myself clear. Come on.
I made a suggestion to you before concerning the poop deck. Or if that doesn't suit you, why don't you try it from this rail?
Now, you're just a kid, Kathy. You've got to grow up a little more before that kind of talk becomes you.
Oh, you think I'm a kid?
19, 20? Kids that old and women over 40 use lipstick the way you do.
Another suggestion. A girl 19 is better for you. Want to know why? I'll put my arms around you and show you.
Hey, take it easy.
And hold you. Okay, Norton.
Yeah! Did you notice, Miss Cameron? I only had to do it once, right in back of the neck.
Get him out of here.
I think I'll give him back to Miss Duval. Don't you think I'm considerate?
Mr. Slate, he stood on moonlit deck. Man from behind hit him in he neck. Lady Sailor, she bring from ship Blue Moon her winnings to date, Mr. Slate in a swoon. Because they tried to do one very good deed, bring daughter back to father who cried his need. He waved at them a face full of woe. Mr. Slate, he said, don't cry, I go.
You see, Slate, if you didn't make such a hobby of helping people, this never would have happened to you.
Yeah, that's just what a fellow needs at a time like this, Sailor. A kind word.
Now you are hurt, Mr. Slate, because you love a good deed too much?
Yeah. I live for the moment when I can bring a wandering girl back to her daddy.
Let Norton have her. I don't think I could go through this again.
You go through with it.
Your neck is my neck. I read that once in a poem.
I'm going back to the Blue Moon, Sailor. Mend me real nice because I got some things to do there. I want to look good.
If you go back, they'll kill you. Those were Norton's parting words to me. He said, tell him not to come back. Next time, I'll give him to you in pieces. You're a complicated man, Slate. I could never put you back together again.
Give me another whiff of your smelling salt, sailor. That ringing noise is back in my skull.
You're a ham bone. That's the telephone. Shannon's place, Sailor Duval.
Mr. Shannon, please.
Oh, It's for you, Slate, the man who grows sugar. He's in a tizzy. Anyway, he makes sounds like a tizzy.
I'll let you know. Slate Shannon speaking.
Forget it, Mr. Shannon. Forget ever I've called on you. I don't need you any longer.
Where are you, Mr. Cameron?
I'm at home. But you're not to come here. You're not to...
Get me a clean shirt, sailor. I've got to see a man who doesn't need me.
Shannon, I told you...
What's this all about, Cameron?
Did anyone follow you here?
I didn't bother to look. Let's go inside.
If they followed you...
Inside. Norton's got you scared too, huh?
You don't know what you're doing coming here.
Who did he threaten? You or your daughter?
Get out of here.
You made a big noise when I first met you, Cameron. Now all I hear is chicken. Your daughter needs help. What happened to all your worry about her?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
You're kidding.
No! Let go of me.
You're going to calm down. There. That's better. Now, don't let us throw you. It's just a matter of age and condition.
They'll kill her.
Now, they won't kill her. That's not what you're afraid of.
Yes, yes.
They're taking all your money through her. Killing you would be a safer investment. That way, they'd get the money a lot faster.
I don't want to die.
Well, neither do I. You started something with me. Now it's got to be finished.
Back to Bold Venture. Our stars, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, and the second act of our story.
I give you 2 words, Slate. You're crazy.
Yeah, I get psychotic when I'm beat over the head. Now, look, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Go get some sleep.
I've gotten better prizes than you on the bottom of a Cracker Jack box.
Why don't you do what I tell you?
Look, if you tried to handle the Bold Venture now, you'd drive her into the rocks. In your condition,
You've got a condition.
The man said he'd kill you if you came out to the Blue Moon again. He said that... Aren't you going to help me aboard our boat? All right. Sometimes I wonder why I even bother. I had a spaniel once who had better manners than you. Talk to me, Slate.
Out of the way. Come on. Now, you're going to give me trouble.
Who are you talking to?
Out of the way. Sailor,
What do you want?
come here. Look at the motor. Wires all over the place.
Someone's come aboard.
Who's there? I can't see your face. Who is it?
But you can see my gun, can't you?
Who are you?
How about you, Mr. Vaughn? Can you see it?
Move it a little to the left. Thanks. My, it's pretty in the moonlight.
If you get that boat fixed, take it north. If you take it south, you might get too close to the Blue Moon. Then everything will blow up in your face.
I've been pushed around long enough. I've got about...
And next time, I'll put the bullet into your head, Shannon, instead of into the woodwork of your boat. Want to try? No? See? You can be sensible. Good night, mechanics.
You do yourself nicely on my money, Paul. Your apartment, charming. The decor, excellent taste. And now that I've performed the amenities, you have something for me?
It'll take Shannon a long time to fix his boat.
And you convinced him not to annoy us anymore?
It's hard to tell with a man like Shannon.
Yes, you're ever so right. And it's up to you, my dear Kathy. If Shannon should discover you're a murderess, a hit-and-run killer, they'd take you away from me. And that would make you desolate, wouldn't it?
You wanted me to do something? Just tell me. Don't claw at me like a fat cat.
Emotions have their way with you, don't they, my dear? All right. Call Shannon's place. Ask for Miss Duval. Tell her to come here because you need her so desperately. In 10 minutes. You do need her, Kathy. So you won't waste your precious life away in prison.
Shannon's place, Sailor Duval speaking.
This is Kathy, Miss Duval. Kathy Cameron. Is Mr. Shannon there?
No, he's sitting up with a sick boat. He's hypnotic.
Good. Listen, you must come here alone. 16 Paseo Gomez, apartment 12. In 10 minutes, if it matters to you whether I live.
Well, that's the other side of town. How do I get there this time of night? There are no cabs. What do I do? Wave a wand over a pumpkin?
Oh, you must. Please, find a way.
Well, maybe King Moses will lend me his jalopy. What's wrong, Kathy? Why do you want...
In 10 minutes, Mr. Val. The way you wanted it, Craig?
Your choice of words was exquisite, my dear. And it is a matter of whether you live.
Dum-da-dum, dum-da-da-da. Hey, watch out, you crazy fool! Look, I didn't see you. Oh, you're hurt, aren't you? I'll go get help.
Hey there.
I'm my glad to see somebody. This man
I
ran...
saw what happened.
Get a doctor, will you?
Your car was weaving from side to side. You ran this man down.
What are you talking about? He just ran out in front of the car.
And you tried to run away. If I hadn't stopped you, you'd have just left the man lying there.
You know something?
You don't have anything to worry about as long as you listen to me.
You know something? No, your voice fits your faith. First it was your faith. You spin the wheel on the blue moon. And your voice happened a little while ago, aboard our boat. Wait a minute.
It doesn't matter who I am. You hit that man.
Ouch! Hey, you out of your mind, lady?
Did I pinch you too hard? You're supposed to be dead.
Hey, we got a clever one on our hands, Paul.
Yeah. She's done being clever. Throw her in the car, Mickey. The boss will tell you where to throw her after that.
Welcome, Mr. Slate. I got coffee perking for you in the kitchen.
Thanks, King. You didn't have to wait up for me.
What I have and have not to do, Mr. Slate, is my own affair. I go bring your coffee.
Oh, no coffee. Stay here, King. Sing to me. Right now, I need sleep.
I do not think sleep will come to you, Mr. Slate.
You just sit there and watch it.
It will not come because Miss Sailor is not here.
She wants to roam Havana this time, and I'd let her. I got other things on my mind.
2 hours ago, there came a phone call. Miss Sailor scribble address on pad, borrow my auto. Here is the address. I think you better go look for her, Mr. Slate.
Because you're afraid she'll abscond with that heap. Take $20 out of the register, King. That'll take care of it.
Because the call came from Miss Kathy Cameron.
Huh?
I told you sleep would not come, Mr. Slate.
You banging on the right door, mister.
Yeah. Banging on the right head. Oh! Now we'll drag you inside. Come on, up on your feet. Get with it, Buster. Start talking.
What's the matter with you?
Up. This is where we were 10 seconds ago. Start talking.
Not gonna get you anyplace, Shannon.
You know my name. That's for taking the liberty. What did you do with Sailor?
Blue Moon. She's there.
How come she's there? You're going to answer me, Buster, because you happen to be fresh off the Blue Moon. You're the guy who spins the roulette wheel.
Tried to frame her. Didn't work.
How?
Make like hit and run. Blackmail. The little guy, Mickey, used to make a living at it. Run in front of the car, make out he's hurt. People get scared. Pay off.
Sailor was too smart.
Didn't bite.
Same gambit you pulled on Kathy Cameron, huh?
Get out of it, Shannon.
You know, for a guy who spins a roulette wheel all day, how come you keep one in your apartment?
Hobby.
Uh-huh. Hobby. And you'll enjoy this. I read where a croupier in Monte Carlo practiced and practiced. He got good. He could put that ball in the black slot or the red slot almost every time he wanted.
You're buying grief.
He couldn't do it every time, but his average was great.
All right.
Like you and Norton are doing to Kathy Cameron. Blackmailing her on a hit-and-run caper. She pays her off by playing the wheel, loses money every night. Knows it's rigged against her and can't do anything about it.
Stealing money legal.
Uh-huh. Because I woke you from a deep sleep. Oh! I give it back to you. Hey, amigo. Your boat for hire?
Let me hear a number, senor.
$5.
Not the right number. Try Carlos with the catboat.
$10.
Put your money where my hand is.
Here, $8 and change. The Blue Moon, skipper. She's anchored a few miles out.
First, I count the change.
Look, you.
You want the Blue Moon, senor? Then let me count the change. 97, 98, 99. Oh, here is the other penny. You almost didn't make it, senor. You want I should wait for you, senor?
Yeah, wait.
I give you a hand up the side.
Now, there's rope hanging down from the side. Just hold the end of it. I'm going up hand over hand. And now, pick a cabin, Shannon, and see how your luck is. Sailor.
Hey, it's the middle of the night.
Yeah, isn't it, though? I'll get back to you. Sailor.
Is that you, Slade?
Let me in.
I can't. The door's locked.
You got a hairpin?
What's the matter? Night wind playing hob with your hair, too?
Slip it under the door.
All right, here. Where did you learn how to pick a lock?
A friend of mine taught me. Gee, that reminds me. I owe her a letter. Oh, stay like this, sailor. It's been too long since I felt your arm against my cheek.
Just think. All this while, there's only been a hairpin between.
Get back in there, sailor. Put your hair up. I'll be back.
Get away, Shannon. You made a mistake, Shannon. I'm going to find you in that boiler room and kill you. I see you, Shannon. Well, I've got to hand it to you, Shannon. You tried. Too bad you had to die on a coal pile. You almost...
Come on down to the coal pile with me.
I'll brain you.
Start with this. I can still hear you. Can't hear you anymore now, Norton.
Slade, are you all right?
Look, I spoiled the nice clean shirt you washed for me.
I'll wash your other one.
First, there's a couple of guys on this boat. I've got to collect them for the police.
What about Kathy?
She's got nothing more to worry about. Her father can get her.
Well, it happened again, Slade. You did your good deed, and you got your lumps for it. Don't you get tired of it.
Till the next time. Let's get out of here, sailor. All fixed, sailor. The last wire's in place. The Bold Venture's going to run like a dream.
Fine. Where are we going?
Well, I didn't say we were going anyplace. I just said the Bold Venture'd run like a dream. You want to hear it?
If it makes you happy.
All right. Wait till you hear that motor purr.
What kind of a dream does that sound like?
I had it running a minute ago.
Let me try.
What'd you do to it?
Touched it gently. You want to see how? See? Your eyes, your cheeks, your lips. You purr too, don't you?
Full speed ahead, sailor. There's a smooth sea tonight.
And so our two stars, Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall, have brought to a close our latest bold venture story. Special music was composed and conducted by David Rose. May we invite you to listen again next week at this time for another exciting adventure starring Humphrey Bogart and Lauren Bacall together in Bold Venture.
Mystery in the Air, starring Peter Lorre, presented by Camel Cigarettes. Yes?
You're Mr. Amos G. Hall, aren't you?
Yes, I am. Who are you?
I'm Barastro, the hypnotist and magician. They call me the marvelous Barastro.
What do you want? How did you get in my office?
I said I was a magician. I do such things.
Well, why have you come to see me?
Why? 'Cause you're a great lawyer, and I'll have need of your services soon.
Indeed.
Yes, indeed. 'Cause tonight I shall commit a murder.
Each week at this hour, Peter Lorre brings us the excitement of the great stories of the strange and unusual, of dark and compelling masterpieces culled from the four corners of world literature. Tonight, The Marvelous Barastro by Ben Hecht.
Mystery in the Air, starring Peter Lorre, brought to you by Camel Cigarettes. Experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel. Let your own experience tell you why more people are smoking Camels than ever before. And the best place for that experience is right in your own T-zone. That's T for taste and T for throat. Find out what your taste has to say about the rich, full flavor of Camel's superb blend of choice tobaccos. Find out how your throat reacts to Camel's cool, cool mildness. You, like millions of delighted smokers, may well find yourself saying, Camel suit my T-zone to a T.
The famous criminal lawyer Amos G. Hall sits staring into the hypnotic eyes of the marvelous Barastro, who has just announced that tonight he will commit murder.
Yes, Mr. Hall, for a long time, I have dreamed only one dream, to kill this man.
Why? Who is he?
Rico Sansoni. Have you heard of him?
No, can't say that I have.
Well, he's a great magician, a great hypnotist, yes. He's clever, he's too clever. I've hunted him from country to country, from city to city, all over the world. Sometimes I've almost caught him. In London, I only missed him by only 2 hours, but tonight I shall meet him face to face.
You know where he is then? Right now?
Yes. Rico Sansoni is here in this city, now. Tonight he opens in his first stage performance, and I'll be there, waiting for him.
Well, apart from the legalistic aspects of the case, why do you want to murder this man?
Why? Listen closely, Mr. Hall, and perhaps you'll know a part of my hate for this fiend. Oh, it began some time ago. I was traveling with a small carnival through Eastern Europe. I cast horoscopes, I read the future, I revealed the past, and conversed with the spirits. That is how I earned a meager living. Well, one night our carnival came to a village, somewhere in Malorussia. Peasants and the villagers gathered around our tents and wagons, and through a hole in a black box where I stood, I watched the crowd while a barker made his speed.
Arastro, the magician who speaks with the dead, tells the future, reads the secrets of life. Arastro, who reveals the past.
Then I saw her. She had a young and gentle face. She was beautiful. Oh, so beautiful. I couldn't take my eyes away. And then to my indescribable joy, a peasant led her in, and I saw at once the girl was blind.
This is my granddaughter, Anna. She would like you to tell her fortune.
Can you tell my future?
Yes, Anna, I can.
Will it be a happy one, my future?
Well, show me your hand, and I'll tell you.
Here.
I took her hand. And suddenly, I felt a chill. I could hear the voices which foretell the future.
Fly, run.
Yes, I could hear them, and fear, a great fear gripped me, but the girl's beautiful, sightless eyes, they were so full of hope and faith, I just couldn't tell her the truth. Spirits promise you great happiness, Anna.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, your hands will touch beautiful things, and love and great happiness await you.
Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, thank you.
That was the beginning. Her face never left me that night, and I couldn't sleep. The next morning I looked for her, and I found her. We walked through the hills, and she spoke of the trees she could not see.
I call that tree Lullaby, because it sings when it sways in the wind.
Yes.
And this other I call Prayer. They told me its branches open toward heaven. I was with her that whole day, and the next, and we walked often in the hills and the forest, and she knew every turn in a path. We were in love, and when it came time for the carnival to move on, I asked Anna to come with me as my wife. You make me very happy, Gregor. I could live only with you. I love you with all my heart.
And I love you with all my heart, Anna. And I'll care for you, and I'll protect you.
And you'll teach me, Gregor. You'll teach me to see.
To see?
One doesn't need eyes to see as you do.
No, one does not.
Oh, please, Gregor. Teach me to see beyond the horizon. Please teach me to see as you see.
Yes, Anna. My sweet little Anna. And the day we were married, we rode together in a gilded wagon, and our vows were taken under a clear sky. But immediately after, the sky suddenly changed. I realized what I had done. It was I who was carrying out the terrible message of the stars. For it was I that fate had selected to destroy her.
that moment on, I was haunted. One evening, it was less than a month later, I stood in a black box outside my tent, and I knew it had come. That graceful, smiling man who stood before the tent, he was studying Anna. Not once did he take his eyes from her. Hey, you, why do you stare at her?
Let go of my arm.
I don't want you to stare at her.
Who are you?
That makes no difference. She's my wife.
Oh, I most humbly beg your pardon, sir. You see, I was admiring your wife.
Yes?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Rico Sansoni, the hypnotist and magician. I'm going on a world tour soon, and I'd hoped she could join me as my assistant. I feel she has remarkable psychic powers.
She is blind.
I apologize doubly for my seeming forwardness.
Oh, I knew he sensed the ominous shadows around her as I did, but then he smiled, and I was disarmed, and soon I became interested in his talk. He talked like a friend. He flattered me about my knowledge of the secrets of our profession.
I noticed you performed a disappearing cage trick, Verastro.
Yes, I do.
A most difficult one that you performed magnificently.
Thank you. Well, come, Sansoni, I'd like you to meet my wife. She's here in the wagon.
Delighted, my dear Verastro. It's a privilege I'll not forget, let me assure you.
Oh, Gregor.
Hello, Anna.
Gregor, who is that with you?
Oh, it's a gentleman I want you to meet. Anna, this is Rico Sansoni.
A great pleasure and a great sorrow. You see, I've been watching you tonight in the hope I could persuade you to become my assistant. But now I learn you're this charming gentleman's wife. How fortunate is the marvelous Verastro.
Marvelous Verastro. Anna, did you hear what he called me? Anna, what's the matter? Have you no word of greeting for our guest?
No.
What's the matter, Anna?
I have nothing to say.
I'm sorry. You see, my wife and I, we seldom have visitors.
I understand perfectly. But I hope that she will like me when she gets to know me better.
And so, Rico Sansoni entered our lives. In the days which followed, he attached himself ever more closely to us, as a lonely man would who seeks the friendship of those he likes. But Anna, she would never trust him. Sometimes after he would leave at night, she'd whisper,
I don't like him, Gregor. I don't like...
Why?
I feel something strange from him.
And I, like a fool, I would always defend him. I'd remind her of his gay talk and how he made us laugh and how interested he was in me and my methods of magic. Oh, I was flattered that even Rico wanted to learn from me. One night, Anna and I had just finished our dinner. She turned to me. She had a troubled expression on her beautiful face.
Gregor, there's something I must tell you.
What, my sweet? Are you getting tired of this kind of life, huh?
Oh, no, Gregor. It's this afternoon.
What about this afternoon? What about it, Anna?
Rico.
What about Rico?
This afternoon, Rico came here and talked to me as he always does.
Yes?
I suspected nothing. But then he took my hand in his and asked me if I loved you.
He asked you what?
If I loved you even more than happiness or life.
What did you say?
I was so frightened, I just asked him to leave. I don't like him, Gregor. I'm afraid.
Again, I reassured Anna. After all, what had happened? Nothing. Well, our friendship continued. Weeks passed. The carnival had moved to Hamburg, and we'd taken an apartment in the city. We spent the days together, and he was more and more interested in my every word and thought and mood, and as always, I was flattered by him.
You have a funny way of saying beautiful, my friend. How is it again?
Beautiful.
Yes, that's it. Beautiful.
Look, Rico, you were telling me about that.
Beautiful. Oh, I like you, Gregor. I like you very much.
Yes, amazing, isn't it? How one can be taken in by flattery, yet so clever was he. I never realized the terrible truth of his friendship with me. I was in my tent one afternoon when a warning swept over me. It was all of a sudden, but I couldn't mistake it. I left the tent and I hurried to the apartment, and carefully I opened the door. Yes, there was Rico, standing with his arms around my wife, her face raised to his lips. She kissed him. And then I heard him talk. It was my voice he was using. My voice, completely mine. At the sound of his voice, a nameless fury seized me. Now I knew why he'd been so interested in me, why he'd spent so many hours with me. He'd learned to perfection how to use my voice. Now his words seemed to come from my own throat. I sprang forward, shouting, Rico, Anna, don't touch him! Don't get him!
In a few moments, Mr. Peter Lorre will bring us the climax of tonight's Mystery in the Air, when Camels present Act 2 of the marvelous Barastro.
You know, it's getting to be like a chorus as one champion after another joins in with the same words. Those true words. Experience is the best teacher. Yes, Cecil Smith states that it's experience that counts in polo. Mildred O'Donnell says the same thing about diving, and Don Whitfield about racing outboard motorboats. And they all say that when it comes to choosing a cigarette, experience is the best teacher, too. Like all of us, they had the experience of smoking anything they could get during the wartime cigarette shortage. They compared the differences in cigarette quality, really became experts, you could say. That's when experience really taught them all about the rich, full flavor and the cool mildness of Camel's great blend of choice, properly aged tobaccos. And it taught so many other people, too, that, well,
more people are smoking Camels than ever before.
Experience is the best teacher. Try a Camel yourself.
Amos G. Hall, the attorney, sits at his desk fascinated by the magician Barastro as he tells his strange story. Now the attorney leans forward.
That is incredible.
Yes.
You mean this Sansoni had studied your speech and mannerisms so perfectly that he was able to deceive your wife?
Yes, incredible as it may seem.
Well, go on.
What? I hardly remember rushing across the room. All I could think of was to kill this man, to kill him. Anna screamed, and he and I, we struggled across the room over chairs and tables, against the walls and the window. I saw him through my rage. Every feature had changed. He was Barastro. There were two of us. Yes, two. Barastro screaming instead of fighting. Then he had me by the throat. His strength was terrifying. The breath began to leave my body as this horrible fiend changed, and he became Rico Sansoni again.
Barastro, have mercy, man. Gregor, you're killing me. I am dying.
Yes, he was pretending it was I who was killing him. He would kill me and live with Anna as Barastro. His cruel eyes burned into mine, and he leaned close to my ear and whispered,
You fool. I'll kill you for her.
It was then It was then that I cried with all my might, Anna! Anna! And then suddenly a great darkness flooded over me. I don't know how much time had gone by when I opened my eyes. I looked around the room. It was gone. Then I saw Anna. She was crouched against the wall. I tried to whisper, Anna. Anna. I began to drag myself across the floor to her. When I got to her side, I tried to reach for her hand. She pulled it away and screamed. And then I realized her terror. Who was in the room with her? Was it Rico? Was it her husband? How could she know? I pleaded with her. I assured her again and again that Rico had gone, but she remained against the wall, her hand held in her teeth and staring into the terrible dark around her. Frantically, I searched my mind for words to tell her it was really I. Look, Anna, listen. Remember, Anna? Remember our walk through the hills? First time? Huh? See, remember, Anna, your trees? Remember them? The one you called Lullaby? And the one whose branches pointed to the sky? You called it Prayer. See? See, Anna? It is I. Listen carefully. Look, remember I read your future? It's the first time we met. I said, the spirits promise you happiness and your hands will touch beautiful things. Love and great happiness await you. And you said, oh, thank you, sir, thank you.
Gregor. Gregor, hold me.
Yeah.
Gregor, please hold me. Don't hold me.
Yes, Anna. Yes. Rico had disappeared, but from that day on, I had only one thought, to guard against the day I knew must come. We traveled all over Europe, and she learned to smile and be happy again, and at times I felt her fears had left her.
Vienna's such a lovely city, Gregor. I knew it'd be like this in the spring. Gregor, these mountains. They're like the ones near my village. Why, I can almost see them. Oh, it's wonderful to be home, Gregor.
Yes,
To walk in our hills and over the old paths again.
Well, at last I felt it was safe to get a job in a cabaret. I had to get a job. Our savings were almost gone, and I had only worked there 2 weeks when I felt that same terrible warning sweep over me again. Choked and dizzy, I ran to our cottage. Yes, Rico was back. I stood there, motionless, silent, listening.
Oh, my Gregor.
I heard her laugh like a child. All I knew, I had to kill this devil who had taken my wife, my identity, my happiness. I am sure if I had been able to think, I would have realized that I shouldn't rush into the room because it would kill her. I'm quite sure Rico knew it, but all I could think was I had to kill him. And then, Mr. Hall, I had a terrifying idea. What if Rico killed me? He'd go on living with her as Barastro, and she'd never know. See, Mr. Hall? Well, I opened the door and walked in. Anna, don't touch him. It's Rico. Well, this, sir, is my memory of Anna. She tore at her eyes with her hands as if to tear away the darkness. As I rushed to her, she fell. She didn't speak again, and the next morning she died. Huh? Sansoni. I think you understand now, Mr. Hall, why I'll kill Rico Sansoni tonight. Now you know why I may need your services to defend me. No, not my life, but my name and my honor. Good night, Mr. Hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've practiced criminal law for 25 years, and I've heard many strange tales. But that night, I couldn't sleep. The next morning, there was an item in the paper. A train had hit a car in which 2 magicians were riding. One was killed, his body so badly cut up as to be unidentifiable. The other was in the hospital. I hurried over there, made inquiries, and went to the room. I quickly told the nurse my business, and she led me to the bed. 2 burning eyes, all that was left of a face, stared out through a mass of bandages as the nurse leaned over close to him.
Your attorney, Mr. Hall, is here.
Yes.
Well, I guess you'll not have any need of my services after all. The police haven't placed a charge against you, have they?
Police? Why should they? It was an accident. Just a bad accident.
Well, it must have been perfectly done. You know, the only thing I don't understand, how could you have killed him in the accident and not be killed yourself?
Well, I'm the marvelous Borasto, am I not? Or don't you believe me?
Each week, the makers of Camel cigarettes send free Camels to servicemen's hospitals from coast to coast. This week, the Camels go to Veterans Home, Yountville, California, Lockbourne Army Air Base Hospital, Columbus, Ohio, U.S. Naval Hospital, Great Lakes, Illinois, U.S. Marine Hospital, Fort Stanton, New York, and Veterans Hospital, Staten Island, New York.
The makers of Camels take great pride in the fact that among the millions of smokers who enjoy Camels, there are many doctors. 113,597 doctors in every state of the Union were queried by 3 leading independent research organizations. What cigarette do you smoke, Doctor? That was the question. The brand named most was Camel.
According to a nationwide survey, more doctors smoke Camels than any other cigarette.
Next week, Mystery in the Air, starring Mr. Peter Lorre, brings you The Lodger by Mrs. Belloc Lowndes with a special musical score composed and conducted by Paul Barron.
How about it, mister? Have you tried mild Prince Albert in your pipe? More pipes smoke Prince Albert than any other tobacco. See if you don't like that extra rich, full flavor, too. Like Prince Albert more than any other tobacco you've ever smoked. Prince Albert is specially made for smoking pleasure, specially treated to ensure against tongue bite. Crimp cut to burn slow, smoke cool. Fill your pipe with mild PA. Be sure to listen in on Prince Albert's Grand Ole Opry Saturday night. You'll hear Red Foley and his Cumberland Valley Boys, Minnie Pearl, Rod Brassfield, and all of the Opry gang. And as Red's special guest, you'll hear Texas Jim Robertson. Remember, Prince Albert's Grand Ole Opry, Saturday night, over NBC.
Listen again next week at this same time when the makers of Camel cigarettes present Mr. Peter Lorre in Mystery in the Air. The artists supporting Mr. Laurie were Henry Morgan, John Brown, Barbara Eiler, Howard Culver, Jane Morgan, and Russell Thorson. This is Michael Roy in Hollywood wishing you all a pleasant good night for Camels.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke. Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad, the story of the violence that moved west with young America, and the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely. You don't have to come with me, Chester.
I'm coming, Mr. Dillon. Keeping up as best I can.
Well, if that's all the gumption you got, you're better off back at the office.
Well, just let me rest a little bit, Mr. Dillon.
What's the matter? Are you sick?
I just ain't got no spunk to me these days.
What, have you seen Doc?
Oh, land, no. Last time I asked him to give me a tonic, he wanted to charge me a whole $1 for it. And at that, he wouldn't make no guarantee he'd cure me.
Look, Chester, I'm only going to the telegraph office. There's no need for you to come along.
No, I don't want to shirk my job.
Will you go back to the office and lie down?
I couldn't do that, Mr. Dillon.
Lying down's the best cure I know for being tired, Chester.
No, sir, it ain't. Pardon me. That's one of the worst things a body can do. Lay himself down when he's tired.
It isn't.
It is for me. I get to hear myself breathing so hard, owing to how tired I am. And it just clean wears me out listening to me breathe. Well, no, I do declare.
What?
Look yonder. There's that nice little Miss Curtin loading her wagon over to Jones's.
Yeah?
Now, where at is Rob Curtin? He ain't loading up his own wagon.
Well, I don't know, Chester, but
Well, you may be able to stand by and watch a lady do a man's work, but it's something I just cannot abide. Poor little thing like that. Lifting and hefting them big heavy things. Now then, Miss Curtin, you just leave them feed sacks to us.
Miss Curtin?
Oh, Marshal, Chester. Oh, they are mighty heavy.
For a little bit of a thing like you, maybe, but for me, There. You'll want to grab the other end of that potato sack, Mr. Dillon.
Well, you can make it, can't you?
Well, if you don't mind.
You try it.
No, Mr. That'd be better for you.
All right. Here we go.
Well, I do thank you. And just wait till I tell Rob who gave me a hand.
Anything else to go in, Miss Curtin?
Well, not that I know of, Chester.
How is Rob, anyway?
Fine as silk, thank you, Marshal.
Good.
Well, you can see for yourself. Look here, Rob, all the nice help I've had.
Hello, Marshal. Well, now, I didn't know but what you was home ailing or maybe working. One or the other.
Guess you two took care of all the heavy stuff. I was waiting on Jonas. He went out back to fetch me these nails. I'm much obliged to you.
Well, you folks just never get out our way. I'd be pleased if you'd come take supper with us sometime.
That's very kind of you, Miss Curtin.
We better be starting back. Thanks again for the help.
Don't mention it, Rob.
I suppose it's worth a small mention, all right.
We'll hope to see you soon now.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, aren't you going to wave to him, Chester?
Oh, I'd like to, Mr. Dillon. I declare I am just clean played out. Matt, do you know the sheriff, what's his name, Matt?
Stringer? No, Doc, I don't know him by name. Might know him by sight.
In Miami, Texas. Now, that's a new name on me.
That town in the Panhandle. Last time I rode through it was too small to have a sheriff. Guess the cattle drives have fattened it up some.
Yeah, let me see that telegram again, will you?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Well, let me see here. It says, bringing prisoner in, need your help, meet afternoon stage. And it's signed Ab Stringer, Sheriff. And it's Miami, Texas. Yeah, that's what I thought, yeah.
Something wrong?
Well, it doesn't say anyone's wounded, or it doesn't say anyone needs a doctor.
No, but it says he needs help. If he's had trouble, somebody's likely to be hurt.
Well, that fellow there is the last passenger they had. I sure didn't see two men get off together.
No, I didn't either, but that one's wearing a star. You Ab Stringer, mister?
Well, you're bound to be Marshal Dillon.
Yeah, that's right. This is Doc Adams.
Proud to meet you, sir. Yes, sir.
How did you, sir?
Well, where is he, Stringer?
Where's who?
The telegram here says you're bringing in a prisoner.
Do you mind if I look at that?
No, go right ahead.
Thank you. Well, I declare. Oh, I do declare. Well, one thing, he got my name right. I got to give him that.
Well, you sent this telegram, didn't you?
Oh, I sent you a telegram, all right, Marshal Dillon, but that fool, Slim Ballou. You know him? Telegraph operator down to Dalhart?
No, I can't say.
Well, I known him. I known him years, We was jawing about me taking a fella prisoner, all right, and I guess that's what blew old Slim off of the track.
No. Well, then you haven't got a prisoner then, huh?
Well, yeah, I not only haven't got him, Marshal, I'm counting on you to help me get him. Well, they sure are a fierce-looking crew, ain't they, Marshal?
Yeah, some of them look mighty rough, all right, Stringer.
Of course, I say these wanted pictures, they serve their purpose.
No?
Looking through them keep a man in out of the heat, or the rain, or the cold. Ain't worth dried beans to help a man find the no count he's looking for.
Well, they start a pretty good fire on a cold morning.
Don't they, though?
You haven't come across your man in these?
No. Wouldn't be the first time I went fishing into a mess of these and didn't get my catch. Of course, might be he ain't stayed one place long enough to get his picture took.
Yeah. That name you gave me, Sam Frazier, it doesn't mean a thing to me.
Well, changing your name is just like rolling over in bed, Marshal. Ain't there a thing to it. Changing your face, that's another story that comes a mite harder.
Yeah, but I've seen them try.
Oh, yeah, many's a time. And they get by with it now and again. I found out a long time ago, if a man sets out to fool you, and he's half bright about it, he can get the job done.
But you know this Frazier. You'd know him on
Oh, and he'd know me.
Well, here's the latest batch of wanted posters.
Thank you.
If he isn't in them, we'll have to try something else, I guess.
Yeah. We're used to that, you and me. Is that a fact?
Yeah.
Always trying something else.
Yeah, that's the job.
No, sir, Marshal. No, sir. You just ain't got a picture of Sam Frazier in your collection.
Well, if you're pretty sure he's in Dodge, you better have a look around, I guess.
Now, Marshal, I didn't come all this way on pretty sure. I know he's in Dodge. Or was.
Tall, sandy-haired fellow. About 30. Huh?
That's Sam.
Yeah. And about half the other men in Dodge.
Well, just this one tiny difference in Sam, Marshal. He robbed a bank and killed a man.
I tell you, Matt, wouldn't hurt to study Ab a while. He's the best-natured lawman I've ever seen.
Oh? You got some kind of idea I'm not jovial, Kitty?
You got some kind of idea you are?
No, I haven't.
I'm about half serious, though, Matt. Last night he was the last to walk out of here on his own 2 feet. Sam Noonan carried the other two out.
Who were they?
Ruth Connors and Ed Crouch.
Stringer spent most of the evening with him, did he?
Well, it didn't seem to me he was playing any favorites. One time or the other, he played a hand of poker or had a drink with everyone here. Why?
I was just thinking. Ruth and Ed both fit the description of the man Stringer's trailing. Tall, sandy-haired, about 30.
Oh, what did keep him from arresting one of them, then?
Nothing if he was the right man. Kitty, the name Sam Frazier, does that mean anything to you?
Not a particle. As long as I've lived here, I can't remember anyone named Fraser. Where's Ab today? He hasn't been in here.
Well, he went off early this morning with Doc on some calls. Had an idea. Since he can't seem to find this Frazier in town, he might have hired on with some spread near here.
Not a bad idea.
Well, the man wanted for murder likely wouldn't stick in a town like Dodge too long.
Well, I'll be darned.
What's the matter?
Rob Curtin just came in. I'll bet he hasn't been in here 3 times since he and Sarah got married.
Doesn't look like he'll make any money off of him. He's not stopping at the bar.
Hello, Rob.
Oh.
Good to see you.
Miss Kitty, Marshal.
How are you, Rob?
Sarah asked me to drop this by for you, Miss Kitty.
Huh?
It's that mending she was to do.
Well, thanks very much for bringing it in. Will you have a beer with us?
Oh, thank you, no. I got to get back home. I just came in to switch those nails I bought from Jonas the other day. Seeing I was coming, Sarah said I should bring this by.
Well, you tell her I'll have more for her to do next time she comes in. If she's got the time.
Oh, Sarah makes time, Miss Kitty. I don't know how she manages. She says she just can't abide idle hands. She'll be coming into town tomorrow or the next day.
Fine. Sam will pay you, Rob.
Oh, much obliged to you.
Rob, you don't have any new hands at the ranch by any chance, do you?
Same old hands, Marshal. Mine and Sarah's.
You run that spread alone?
Well, now, you see something wrong in there?
No, nothing except the hard work of it.
Oh, we're willing for that, Sarah and me. Well, afternoon to you.
Oh, now, you're funning me again, Abstract.
Oh, that'd be a fool thing for me to try. It's the truth, Chester. Just ask Marshal Dillon. He's been all through that part of Texas.
You mean to tell me the whole of that town is dugout storm cellar?
There are 2 buildings in that town that stand above the ground. That's what I'm telling you. A man riding through at night would swear there's no town there at all. And riding through in the light of day, he'd be sure of it.
Well, that makes folks living like sacks of potatoes. Of course, that's cool living, dug down in the earth that way.
And a panhandle summer will give you cause to want cool living. But it's the winds, you know. It's the cyclones. That's how come they live that way.
Well, a cyclone can't blow away what's not standing there in the first place. I can see that.
Sure. Now, some folks say that that's how come nobody can talk a Texan down. Because, you see, anybody learns to talk against the wind like that, he ain't going to be out-talked by no mortal man.
Well, now... Ab, you got me so I don't know what's joshing and what's true.
Well, that don't really bother you, does it, Jay?
Oh, no, sir, I can admire it. All this laughing and funning, seeing you got troubles you're hiding.
Well, everybody's got troubles right enough.
Yeah, but you just ain't one bit closer to finding that Sam Fraser now, are you?
Well, I haven't found him yet. But now, you know, with all this looking behind me, I must be getting closer. Now, wouldn't you say?
I do declare you got a way of seeing the bright side, for sure. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, well, Miss Curtin, I am sorry,
It's
ma'am.
my fault, Chester. Rob says if I don't quit backing out of doors, I'll get trampled one day.
Let me gather up your goods for you.
Thank you.
Oh, Miss Curtin, this here is Mr. Ab Stringer.
Well, you're mighty kind to help, Mr. Stringer.
I'm very pleased to meet you. Mrs. Curtin, is it?
Yes, sir. Mrs. Curtin.
Won't we should just put these parcels in your wagon for you, ma'am?
Well, if you don't mind. Seems like you load my wagon more than Rob does lately, Chester.
Oh, he ain't with you today, huh?
No, he's at the ranch. I had just these few things to get and some errands to run. Rob says there wasn't any man's work to it. Now, you tell the marshal I was serious as could be about you taking supper with us. Just any time you're out our way.
Oh, yes, ma'am, I'll do that. I'll remind him, sure.
Oh, and I thank you kindly for your help, Mr. Stringer.
I'm glad to oblige you, lady, ma'am. Here, allow me to give you a hand up.
Oh, thank you.
Here's your lines, ma'am.
Next thing you know, you'll be driving me home. Goodbye to you.
Goodbye to you.
Goodbye. Well, I declare, if we don't get back to office, Mr. Dillon will think we walked clean out of town.
You go on, Chester. I'm just going over to the stable for a spell.
Well, now, you ain't thinking of riding off and leaving us now.
If I told you, Chester, you'd swear I was funning you again.
Well, I'd have told you sooner, but you and Clay was talking for so long, Mr. Dillon.
That's not your fault, Chester, and we don't know if he followed Sarah Curtin. We just think he did.
I swear I just can't get it through my head that he ain't Ab Stringer the way he's been saying.
Clay says he can't be, and he ought to know. He's just up from Texas. He was there when they found Ab Stringer's body.
And they're pretty sure this fellow we've been calling Ab was the one who killed him, huh?
Well, Ab Stringer was bringing in a prisoner, and this man we know showed me Ab's credentials. So he must have killed him and stole his papers.
Just don't see how it could be. I swear I never met a nicer fella. And I sure never laughed so much.
Yeah, he's kept us all laughing, Chester. Maybe a little too much.
What is this all about?
You shouldn't be out here in the barn, Sarah. He'll kill you, too.
All you got to do is fill out the money, Sam. I don't have to kill you.
He keeps calling you Sam. Tell him you're not who he thinks you are, Rob. Tell him.
You spare my wife, I'll give you the money.
I ain't got nothing against her.
I'm coming out. You wait where you are. It'll take me a minute to fetch the money.
1 minute. And then I start shooting again, Sam.
Bob Curtin, will you tell me what this is about? What money is there? Why does he call you Sam?
Well, it is Sam. A long time ago. Before you, Sarah. I was Sam Fraser. And this money, it's not mine.
Well, if it's his, why do they have to have a gun to get it from him?
It's not his, Sarah.
Rob, then why? What is it? I don't understand.
Sarah, there isn't time. Maybe later. Maybe I can help you understand. Now, you stay here. You lie down flat while I take you to him.
I want to help you, Rob. Let me help you.
Then you stay there, Sarah.
Sure sliced that minute kind of thin, Sam boy.
I thought you were dead.
Now, what kind of greeting is that between old friends? Of course, I can see you'd a lot rather I was dead. You could have kept all that money.
You got your share years ago.
Well, you was always more frugal than me, Sam. When I got to running again, I knew I could count on you for help. How come you still got it?
Most of it's there, but not all. I've been working. My wife's been working. I was going to send it all back.
To the bank we robbed?
I got a life. I wanted to live it clean.
Well, and taking your ma's name, hiding behind it, that's your idea of living clean?
It helped. Till now.
Well, Sam, we killed a man.
I know. I'm paying for that every day and night of my life.
The minute I heard that name meeting your woman, I knew my worries was done and gone.
You can live with what's past, can't you? The killing, the taking of the money.
I got more killings than that to fret me. But I can live with them all fine. Now I got this money.
There's blood on it.
But not enough, Sam. And the way you're thinking, you're going to worry yourself to death, and I got to spare you that.
I haven't even got a gun.
So I see, Sam boy. So I see. Goodbye, Sam boy.
Here, hold it back there.
Well, Marshal Dillon. Hey, we had an accident here.
I saw the whole thing, Ab.
Oh?
The only accident was that I couldn't stop you in time. You're going to jail for murder.
Now, look here, Marshal. Rob Curtin was
I
that
said
time...
you're going to jail. Now get your hands up.
Not hardly. You got bright in a hurry, Marshal.
Not hurry enough.
Oh.
You dying?
Well, I ain't lingering long. Marshal, you was helpful. You and Chester. Mind, I told you, if a man sets out to fool you and he's half bright about it, he can get the job done. And I...
Mr. Dillon, look yonder.
What? Sarah, you shouldn't have come out here.
Leave me be. I've seen it all.
Yeah.
They're both dead.
Sorry I was too late.
No matter. Not now, anyway.
I'll take care of Rob for you.
You'll do no such thing. You good as killed him. You'll not touch him now.
But you can't manage it, Sarah.
Oh, you come here now is more gall than I understand. And telling me what I can manage. You got no idea of that, Marshal.
Sarah, I'm sorry. I didn't know who he was. I lived 3 miles from Rob and didn't know who he was these 2 years now.
I lived with him night and day these 2 years. He was Rob Curtin, and that's all he was. There was no Sam Frazier about him.
And he had that money.
He offered it back. Your friend, Chester's friend, you're good as let him kill my Rob. You're good as give him your leave.
It's not going to be easy living with it, Sarah.
I hope it isn't. I hope you crawl with it the rest of your days.
I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm terribly sorry.
Sure, Marshal. I know. Only question is, sorrow don't quite fix things, does it?
Gunsmoke. Produced and directed in Hollywood by Norman McDonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. The story was specially written for Gunsmoke by Kathleen Height, with editorial supervision by John Meston. Featured in the cast were Lawrence Dobkin, Vic Perrin, and Gene Bates. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty. This is George Walsh inviting you to join us again next week when CBS Radio presents another story on Gunsmoke.
out of the past. Phantoms of a world gone by speak again the immortal tale, declared insane.
This is the church she comes to. There she is, Renee, kneeling in the pew. Third row from the left. What do you think of your rival for your husband's affections?
Are you positive that's the same Madame Jean Renaud?
I'd stake my honor upon it.
Cecil, you've staked your honor so often there's nothing left to it.
Madame.
Amazing. I wonder how a woman like that could extract such huge sums of money from my husband.
She might have certain charms you don't understand.
But she's fat and pockmarked.
True, Renee. But powerful enough to make you and your children penniless within 10 years.
How can we break her hold on Pierre?
I've tried. Pierre won't listen to me, either as his brother or his lawyer. So there's only one thing left.
What's that?
Simply that you ask for a commission for lunacy against him. Imply that he's insane and have him locked away.
But Pierre is
With your political prestige, it...
Thank you, driver. Uncle Popino? Uncle Popino?
If it isn't my nephew. Well, Bianchon, come in.
Oh, how can you live in this rat trap?
And if this is a rat trap, Bianchon, then you should throw your old uncle a piece of cheese. What brings you down here on the banks on this hot day?
Oh, a matter of urgency. A friend of mine is in trouble.
Trouble. Life was ever thus.
Her husband is stark staring mad. And the poor woman hasn't the faintest notion how to go about getting a commission for lunacy.
Who is the lady?
Madame la Marquise d'Espard.
Madame de la Marquise?
Yes.
She probably knows more about these things than you do, nephew. Nevertheless, I'll see her when she arrives.
She's not well, Uncle. You can't expect her to visit you in a place like this. Besides, she's a close friend of Philippe Brett, and he's the head of the civil courts and can do you a lot of good.
That crook?
Oh, Popino. Madame le Marquise had the kindness to invite us to dinner at her house tomorrow night.
Bianchon, I'm surprised at you. You know very well that I'll be the examining judge on the case, and our courts forbid a judge to dine in a petitioner's home. It's against the law.
Oh, yes, I'd forgotten. After dinner, then, Uncle?
Yeah, she can see me here.
In all fairness to her, she's ill, Uncle. Drop in at her house.
Was it a request or a demand from Bianchon?
Both, I imagine, Uncle.
Even a judge is afraid not to grant her demands. A woman like that is a powerful factor at court.
Then you will drop in and see her?
Yes, tomorrow afternoon at 3. But warn her not to serve any food or drink to me at all.
Oh, yes, Uncle. She will be well warned.
Maggie, what are you doing, prowling about the master's bedroom?
I was looking for a good tonic for the children. The master keeps all the medicines locked up here. While I'm about it, you ought to take the tonic, Roger. You don't look so well lately.
I never felt better.
Spring's coming, Roger. Everybody should take a tonic. Yeah, drink this. You'll feel like a new man in a few seconds. I'll fix another drawer for the children.
I can't figure you out, Maggie. One moment you shout, and the next you worry about my health.
That's just my way, Roger. Go ahead. Drink it. I'm a nurse. I ought to know what's good. Go ahead. Drink it.
Well, this will make us better friends, Maggie. I'll drink it. Tastes like poison.
Roger.
The master's calling, Roger. See what he wants.
I'm coming, Monsieur le Marquis.
Better come along to the study, Roger. I'm expecting a visitor, and I'd better have the place looking spick and span.
Visitor, monsieur?
Madame Jean Renaud will be here soon. Then the business between Madame and I will be over, finally.
I'm glad. Monsieur, look at the study. More Chinese books than all of China.
I need them. What's the matter, Roger?
I feel so ill. Monsieur Le Marquis. In heaven's name,
Here,
I
better
don't
sit down.
know.
Over here, Roger.
Help.
Roger. Maggie. Maggie.
What's the matter, monsieur?
Roger. Roger, old fellow. Roger. He's dead.
Dead. His skin is turning black, monsieur. Black?
As if he had drunk.
Yes. Just as if he drunk a strong draught of Chinese poison.
How do you know the effect?
I'm a nurse, sir. Now your madness is no longer innocent. You're a murderer, too. Poisoning a poor, helpless man just because he disagreed with you.
What are you talking about, Maggie?
You know what I'm talking about, monsieur. You're a murderer. A murderer. Now get the police for your poisonous all in the middle of the night.
Madame la Marquise, may I present my uncle, judge of the inferior courts, Monsieur Popinel.
Good afternoon, monsieur.
How do you do?
This is my brother-in-law, the Chevalier d'Espargne. Say so.
How do you do?
How do you do?
Won't you be seated, Monsieur Popinel?
My uncle will do everything in his power to help you, Renee.
I'm sure he will, Bianchon.
Tell me, madame, when you and the Marquis separated originally, how much money were you allowed?
Just my original income of 26,000 francs a year.
You say that the Marquis had given a certain Madame Jean Renaud considerable sums of money?
Almost 1 million francs.
Is there any reason for him to give her money?
None. None but an imaginary one dictated to him by his twisted mind.
Does Madame Jean Renaud live well?
Live well? In a mansion?
I'm a poor man myself, madame. How much does Madame Jean Renaud spend on her house?
Oh, the stables alone cost 16,000 francs.
Judges are apt to be incredulous. If the stables alone cost 16,000, then how much for the entire establishment?
Between 50 and 60,000 francs.
So much? You don't say. How much do you spend for this lovely place?
About the same, 50 or 60,000.
Renee!
Huh? Oh.
I thought you said your income was only 26,000 francs. You must be badly in debt, obviously.
But, monsieur...
If you're in debt, the court might not feel justified in allowing you to handle your husband's money. They might think you have a different motive for trying to secure control of your husband's money. Not that I have. A selfish one.
Do you serve, madame?
Well, I'm sorry, Madame la Marquise. It's against the law for me to eat or drink at a petitioner's home. I thought you knew.
Madame la Marquise! Madame la Marquise! Oh, Maggie, what are you doing here?
I've been trying to get her all day, I have. Monsieur le Marquis has murdered his butler. Poisoned him. I saw it with my own eyes. The police came. They've got him away in the jail. He's stark, staring, raving mad, he is.
Murder now. Well, Monsieur Popinel, is murder a part of a sane man's mind?
Such a place for a judge to live. Oh, if I lived here, I'd never make old bones. Monsieur Popinot.
Yes?
I got your summons to come and see you in your house. Well, here I am.
Here you are. But who are you?
Madame Jean Renaud. Kind of a judge are you, anyway, living here? Huh? You must be an honest one. Well, what do you want to see me about?
I've learned that you've been receiving extraordinary amounts of money from Monsieur le Marquis d'Espargne.
Well, as a matter of fact, I have.
What seducer's art have you been using on Monsieur le Marquis?
Oh, seducer's art? Look at me, monsieur. Fat, ugly, hideous. What kind of a vamp would I make?
Well, that's a question I can't answer. But you'll have to.
Monsieur, I'm sorry, but I am under oath. I can never divulge the reason that monsieur gives me the money.
Madame, if you have any pity for your benefactor, you'll tell me. A commission for lunacy has been taken out against him.
Huh?
You're named as having some strange power over him. Power which is supposed to have driven him mad.
Oh, great heavens. I am as good as Monsieur le Marquis had warned him. He's a saint, that man. A saint, monsieur.
Yes, but he isn't at home. He's in jail. Madame Jean Renaud. Monsieur le Marquis and Judge Popinot of the inferior courts.
You're most welcome to come in and share my prison cell. Are you here to accuse me of murdering a man, too?
No, monsieur. But your wife has taken out a commission for lunacy against you.
Monsieur, you're joking.
I wish I were. Your passion for Chinese customs has led them to believe you live in a dream world.
I was commissioned to write a book about China by the most respectable firm in all Paris.
Have you a contract from them?
In my desk drawer at home.
Are there any duplicate copies in case your copy is stolen?
Certainly. Here's the address of the firm. They have the duplicate.
The second count is, of course, there's murder. You were accused of murdering your butler just to try out a potency of a new Chinese drug you've discovered.
I've never toyed with Chinese drugs or poisons.
How about this business of giving all your money to Madame Jean Renaud?
Monsieur, I never thought I'd tell anyone that secret.
Your life depends on it.
Madame Jean Renaud is the descendant of the Jean Renaud family who owned a large estate in Saxony in the 13th century. My ancestors murdered her ancestors and stole that property.
What has that to do with you?
The entire Despard fortune was founded on that property. I'm trying to pay back a debt. The amount of money which should have been paid to the Jean Renaud when the property was taken over.
You're too conscientious, Monsieur le Marquis.
I don't want my children to be ashamed of their family as I'm ashamed of mine. They'll always be proud of the Despard name.
I don't think we'll have any trouble clearing you of this charge. Tell me this. Is there any place in France where the black Chinese poison can be ordered?
One place might have it. It's a small pharmacy called Lincoln.
Usually carry that particular mixing drug in our pharmacy, Monsieur Popinot. It's too dangerous. But I did have a special order for it from a Cockney woman named Maggie Campbell just the other day. She had a note authorizing her to buy it.
Who was the note from?
From the head of the medical research department, through the Chevalier Despard.
Thank you very much. Clerk, has Monsieur le Marquis Despard's contract arrived from Paris?
Yes, Monsieur Popinot, this morning.
Where's Madame Jean Renaud?
She's waiting for you now, Monsieur Popinot.
Just have her sign this legal bill of sale for the Saxon property and ask her to appear in court tomorrow morning.
Yes, Monsieur.
And the clerk.
Yes.
Send this letter to the Marquise Despard. After this note, I don't think she'll appear to press charges.
Come along, Renee. We'd better go inside the courtroom. It's almost time for the sessions to start.
You go ahead, Cecil. I'd like to see Monsieur Philippe Brett before court starts.
See you later, then.
Oh, my dear Renee, you look charming. I hope I haven't kept you waiting.
Not at all. Here's the letter Monsieur Popinot sent me last night and the affidavits you asked for.
Mm-hmm.
This letter from Popinot places you in a very ugly position. It threatens the entire civil courts, besides naming the head of the medical association, Monsieur Brett.
Yes, I know, Renee. Leave everything to me. I'll see you in court in a few minutes.
Order in the court. The Fifth Court of Inferior Appeals is in session. The first case is a commission for lunacy. The case of Madame de la Marquise Despard against Monsieur le Marquis Despard.
Popin.
Yes, Monsieur Brett.
As head of the civil courts, I cannot allow you to preside on the bench during this case.
Cannot allow me?
Do you realize, man, you violated the most important law in all France? I have 3 sworn affidavits that you partook of tea and cake at the household of René Despard at 5 p.m. 4 days ago. Now, since Madame is the plaintiff in this case. That renders any decision you might give as invalid.
But, Monsieur Brett, they are lying.
Your own nephew swears it's the truth. Will you relinquish the bench?
Who is to take over in my place?
Monsieur Devereaux.
Devereaux?
Yes.
A man who spends his time currying favor from their majesties?
Monsieur, will you give up the bench?
I have no option. But if I can't work as judge on this case, I will represent Monsieur de la Marquise d'Espard as his barrister.
Will you ascend the bench, Monsieur Devereaux?
Naturally, Monsieur Brett. The barrister in charge of proceedings will start. It is you, Chevalier d'Espard. Is it not, Cecil?
Yes, thank you, Monsieur Devereaux.
In behalf of my client, Madame la Marquise, a poor innocent woman who has been robbed of her children, her income, and her home by a lunatic husband who is guilty of murder.
You only presume he's guilty of murder.
I presume nothing, Popinot. He has already been tried and convicted.
When?
10 minutes before court started.
I signed the papers, Monsieur Popinot.
You did, Brett?
Yes.
You haven't the foggiest notion of what this case concerns. I have definite proof that Maggie Campbell was hired to murder the butler. Here it is. My proof that Monsieur le Marquis is innocent. Judge Devereaux, you can set aside this conviction.
Chevalier, let us proceed.
A woman named Madame Jean has forced Monsieur le Marquis to give her over 1 million francs. We all know that Monsieur Popinot made up that story about the Saxon property to fool the court.
But these are lies, Monsieur Devereaux.
Continue, Chevalier.
And last but not least, we base our claim on the fact that Monsieur le Marquis thinks he lives in China. Ha! Is that a thought for a sane man?
Monsieur le Marquis is writing a book on China. He has a contract for that book.
We investigated the contract, Monsieur Popinot. The Paris firm swears they never drew it up.
You've done well, gentlemen. Make a mockery of the courts of France. This trial is a farce. A plain farce. Of course, you grant the commission for lunacy. You will be heaped with honors by these weakling fools.
That is only your opinion, Popinot.
Judge Devereaux, remember, your conscience will weigh heavily on your soul. If you send this man away, you will have only yourself to answer to. You wake up in the middle of the night screaming for forgiveness to your Maker. Think on it carefully, Judge Devereaux. Think before you make the decision.
There is no need for thought. I demand an immediate decision.
There's only one decision I can possibly make. An honest one. A decision dictated to me by my conscience and the evidence on hand. The commission for lunacy is granted.
Monsieur Devereaux, I'm as sane as you are. You can't lock me up. Popinot, tell them. In heaven's name, stop them. Don't let them.
God! Take that man out of court and put him in a straitjacket before he loses his mind completely.
From the time-worn pages of the past, we have heard the story declared insane. Bellkeeper, toll the bell.